From the Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Dale and Scott.
Hey, dude.
What's up?
It is May 3rd. Think about that. What do you think about that? How does that song go? I don't know.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think it's a Spice Girl song. Anyway, we're calling today's episode Tres de Mayo. You know why?
3 times the mayonnaise?
3 times the mayonnaise, because today is the 3rd of May. And this Thursday, of course, is Cinco de Mayo. Tres de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo. Mayo. I said Mayo. Anyway, loosely translated, Cinco de Mayo means lots of margaritas. So
yeah,
get your drink on this Thursday. We're telling you what's coming up on your calendar for the week.
it's only in America anyway.
I know. The Mexican people don't even give a shit about it. No. Mother's Day is also coming up. It's this coming Sunday, May 8th. And I just reminded Dale that he has not sent his Mother's Day gift yet. Are you going to do that?
I'm going to do it tomorrow.
You got to make a note. If literally nothing in my life happens unless it's written down.
Yeah.
I literally can't remember to do anything.
I'm going to put it on my note.
I have the garbage
right now.
I have garbage and recycling on the calendar every fucking week because I never remember to put it out. And also, tape the Swish Edition. If it wasn't on the calendar, it wouldn't happen.
Would it?
It wouldn't happen. Hey, so last week we told you to look forward to last Friday because it was going to be the first Binge Bum of the new season. Anyway, that didn't happen. So we came up with a different idea. Dale is busy. He's not ready to announce anything, but he's busy working on a new business idea of his.
Yeah.
He's been busy. He's got equipment and all kinds of stuff. So we're excited about the new business. It'll be under our umbrella of all of our our wonderful, pricey, very expensive brands.
Right. No money.
But we'll tell you that cost a lot of money, but don't make us any money. Mm-hmm. Anyway, we're going to tell you all about that soon as he's ready. In the meantime, Binge Bum is joining the Swish Edition family. So we've decided to we're going to do a mini Binge Bum at the end of every Swish Edition show.
There you go.
So we'll tell you what is happening with streaming media. I mean, mostly stuff like HBO Max, Netflix, Hulu, Peacock, Paramount Plus, all the goodies. Because we love them. We still love binging and we still love streaming. I mean, it's how we watch the majority of the things that we watch.
95% of what we watch is streamed.
Yeah. So we're gonna be telling you all about that later in the show.
This, my friends, is the Swish Edition. From their secret underground studio, this is the Swish Edition.
We got a mouthful for you guys.
Dale and Scott are in the studio on the mics, and they fired up the antenna.
It has to come whether you like it or not.
And if you're willing to show it, they'll take a picture of it.
I actually think I might throw.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else in between, here are your new best friends. They're your hosts.
It's very exciting for me because this is the best show ever made.
Dale and Scott.
So as we always do on the show, behind the scenes that you can't see, is we have drinks. That's no secret. We've been doing that since the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Right? From the very, very beginning. The American Airlines flight attendants are asking for there to be a 2-drink maximum in coach.
Fuck that.
That's what they want. I said, fuck off, stewardesses, fuck off. They blame the rise in in-flight incidences over the past 2 years as they think that's the problem, is alcohol. Well, the funny thing is that alcohol wasn't even served in coach for the last 2 years.
Right.
So that's not the problem. The problem was that you were making people wear those fucking masks that they didn't want to wear.
They weren't making them.
Well, and they were no, not the flight attendants, but in general. Someone was. The government was. Anyway, it is the whole thing is stupid.
They just need to put their fucking foot down and don't take that shit from people and start arresting them.
Stop penalizing the majority for a small minority's acting upness. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it seems like everything in our life is affected because of a small majority of the people.
And like bartenders, do the flight attendants themselves not allowed to have judgment?
They do. They do cut people off. They don't like doing it. They want to rule. They want to rule behind them so that they have an excuse for not serving that third drink. Now, they're not asking for this in first class because I guess they think that the people in first class have money in class and they ain't going to act up. Most people who act up and are messy drunks on the airplanes got drunk on the ground.
That's right.
They got drunk in the fucking airport before they came aboard the flight.
That is
so
true.
Maybe what they should do is the flight attendant should talk to the gate agents and say, gate agents, do your fucking job.
Yeah, because
stop letting drunk people on the airplane.
You're not even allowed to be on the airplane if you're intoxicated.
My bottom line is I think flight attendants have just become incredibly lazy and they just don't want to fucking do the job anymore. They just don't. They don't want to serve endless drinks to people.
I think
they want to sit in the back and chat on their phones.
And they were able to get away with that for 2 years of just getting people seated and
right. And that's it.
Sitting down.
Because there was nothing but water. I think that's all they had in the back, right? Yeah. And it was on demand.
Right.
So they didn't go up and down the thing with the cart. They don't want to pull that fucking cart out. You know, opening soda cans ruins their nails. I swear to God, I mean, we haven't been on that many flights lately, but we've been on a few. And the flight attendants spend the vast majority of their time sitting in their seats, looking at their phones, just like everyone else.
Yeah.
That's all they want to do.
They're there for your safety.
They're there for, I guess, they're primarily there for our safety, but they're also there to give me as many drinks as I fucking want. I think. In related news, this is crazy. I didn't realize this. Did you know this? Flight attendants in the United States don't get paid until the airplane leaves the ground.
Yeah. I saw there was a TikTok flight attendant who was answering questions, and I think I knew of this.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
So Delta Airlines is going to start paying their flight attendants for boarding the airplanes. As soon as the first passengers get on, they're getting paid.
There you go.
As they should.
Yeah.
That's when they're dealing with a lot of crap.
Right. And you also know that when they arrive and they're in that airplane, because I've actually seen them, they're getting paperwork ready and they're preparing for the people to get on. So they're just...
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Why aren't they getting paid for that?
Right.
Pilots don't get paid unless they're in the air.
Yeah.
So are they gonna say, hey, we have to do work before the flight?
Yeah, all that pre-flight stuff before you even leave the ground.
They don't get paid for that.
You want me to do my pre-flight while I'm in the air? Because it's dangerous.
I'm not checking that engine until we get off the ground.
Oh man.
Crazy. Hey, no more COVID excuses for not renting your Airbnb. Airbnb's COVID refund policy is ending as of May 31st. Guests will have to cover rental costs even if the cancellation is because they got the fucking coronavirus.
Oh.
Anyway, I mean, it has to end at some point, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So why can't it end now?
Airbnb has a not yet launched travel insurance coming. That and another up cost, another thing that they're going to add to the cost of the rental.
Yeah.
Or want you to pay for.
They're going to end up ruining Airbnb. It's already starting to get ruined.
It's already ruined. We did a rant about it a couple weeks ago. It's already ruined. Anyway, until their in-house insurance program comes on, they suggest that guests consider travel insurance in case they get COVID and they can't go to their Airbnb.
Right.
And they have to pay for it whether they go or not. I don't know. I think, travel insurance is important if you are spending a buttload of money and you think something might come up.
Yeah.
That's what insurance is all about.
I've had to use it once and it's come in pretty handy.
I mean, hell, I've been paying for car insurance all these years and I've never had an accident. But the minute I cancel it, I'm going to have an accident.
Yeah.
Anyway, I did buy travel insurance for our upcoming cruise. Dale and I did book a cruise and I I just kind of felt like not knowing what's going to happen with COVID and not knowing what's going to happen in the world.
Right.
It's just good to have it.
Variant and it goes all around, then shit will be right back to where it was.
Right. And I don't want to be out thousands of dollars for something that we can't do because we got the COVID. We're not going to get the COVID. I don't even think it's real. It's just made up. Just to fuck with us. Yet another reason. I don't know if this is something that is on y'all's radar, but it came up a lot this week. I get up in the morning. Dale and I both do this. We look at our phones or our iPads and we read the news and we read the feeds on social media. And a lot of articles from a lot of different publications use this word Latinx, Latinx. And it's basically a word to cover all people of Spanish heritage. Like instead of saying Latina or Latino,
right,
which is the man and the woman, reverse that, or saying Hispanic, they're now using this Latinx to cover everybody, and it's supposed to be gender neutral.
Right.
Well, a Pew survey that was recently done basically says that every Latin person, Hispanic person, doesn't use this.
I've also read that the majority of people refuse to use it, nor do they even know anything about it.
The vast majority of Latinos in the United States, 97% of them to be exact, do not use it. And only 1 in 4 of them have even heard of the fucking term. These are white English-speaking people that came up with this stupid word because they thought that it needed to be part of the vernacular. Because we're increasingly in a gender fluid LGBTQ, God knows you don't want to offend anyone society, right?
Right.
So you need to use the proper nouns and pronouns and what is it called? Pronouns, right?
Pronouns.
No, they call them pronouns. Anyway, so they came up with this, but the vast majority of Latin people in the United States or Spanish heritage or Mexicans, they like the word Hispanic. And they're fine with that. That's the word that they use when they're speaking English.
Right.
They're not buying into this Latinx shit. But I keep reading articles. Entertainment Weekly, Metro Washington Blade. I keep reading the Washington Post. Use Latinx.
They use it, yeah.
Nobody likes it.
It's only the gay publications that are using it.
No, not just the gay ones.
The
straight ones use it. Entertainment Weekly is not gay. Well, I guess it is. It's not supposed to be. Anyway, don't use it. Use Hispanic. That's what they like.
That's what they prefer.
That's what they prefer. Hola. Hola, Hispanic people. This is called Elon Musk Watch. I like that word, Elon Musk Watch.
Elon Musk Watch.
Well, we got to talk about him every week because he's in the fucking news every week.
He's doing something stupid all the time.
Is he or is he a genius?
I don't know.
I think he's somewhere in there. There's an article that said, now our world is completely owned by white billionaires. Like that's always been the case, right?
Yeah, I don't think that's a new thing.
I don't think that's a new thing at all. Anyway, people are just pissed off that Twitter is owned by a white straight guy. Well, fuck you. I mean, anyone could have bought Twitter. He just happened to buy it.
Right.
So shut up. Anyway, he now wants to buy Coca-Cola so he can put the cocaine back in it. Which is not something he seriously wants to do.
No, and Coca-Cola would never sell it.
Yeah, he did tweet last Wednesday that he'd like to buy Coca-Cola and put it back in. I think he was saying it for fun.
Well, I hope so.
As you know, Elon Musk bought Twitter for $44 billion last week. And he says, let's make Twitter maximum fun.
Yippee hooray. I've never really once used Twitter. I hate the feed on it because I can't find anything. It doesn't make sense to me.
It's just all
It's never
random.
like a most recent thing. It's all fucking
all
random.
fucking
and
random
what
and-
gets voted up and what gets voted down. It's one reason why I stopped using Facebook because I hated it.
Facebook is increasingly annoying. And there's so much crap on there that makes me upset. Like lost kids and lost dogs and death and horribleness. That's why I try to stick to Instagram. It's a little happier.
That and TikTok.
TikTok is very enjoyable. Anyway, did you know that cocaine was legal in 1885 when the inventor of Coca-Cola first brewed the drink, and he put cocaine was in Coca-Cola?
Yeah, I think everyone knew that.
Everyone knows that?
Yeah.
Because I think you used to be able to go to the pharmacy and actually get like powder
Yeah.
and stuff for like headaches and cure-alls.
Well, this pharmacist from Atlanta who brewed the drink, it was going to be a medicine, a brain tonic, and intellectual beverage. Yeah, it was supposed to make you more alert and open your mind.
There's weird things about what was allowed that you could actually just go to the freaking pharmacy and just buy that shit.
As you should today. I don't understand why, if you get a cut on your finger in the backyard when you're working and that cut gets infected, you're not allowed to go to the pharmacy and get yourself some antibiotics.
Why not?
You're not allowed to. You have to get antibiotics prescribed to you.
Well, you can get like Neosporin and stuff.
Okay, but you can't get true antibiotics. And it's ridiculous. It's a legal product. I should be able to buy whatever I want.
Yeah. And I don't know if I told you, but that time that I had to spend a month in Ghana, and I came down with this really, really, really bad headache. And so my friend who went with me took me to this little pharmacy, and you walk inside, you talk to the pharmacist.
Tell them what your problem
You
is.
explain your problem. I said, I just had this really, really bad headache. And she gave me 2 little Advil and sent me on my way. It cost like $1.
Were they prescription strength Advil? I
Correct.
assume. Right.
Yes.
So you're talking about something that you couldn't get here by just going to talk to the pharmacist.
No, I would
You have to go
have
through
to
a doctor.
buy an Advil or something.
All right.
But it was kind of neat. I mean, but you could go for any problem that you have and just be able to buy
I think that's great.
like good shit. Like this person was not only the pharmacy, she was kind of a doctor in a way.
That's a great idea. Why don't we streamline it? We should streamline it.
Yeah.
I mean, if it hurts when you pee, you got yourself a venereal disease.
Right. Why
can't
wait?
the pharmacist give you what she knows or he knows you need for that?
Right. Like, instead of say, oh, I got to make an appointment, it's going to be a week before I can get in.
It's a week. Sometimes it takes weeks and weeks.
Weeks and weeks, I know. But there is this I mean, especially here, I mean, look at all these little urgent care centers that are related directly with the hospital. That's nice
Right.
to have if you need to go somewhere.
One just popped up down the street from us.
There's a lot of them around here, yeah.
Anyway, one Twitter user wrote that Musk should buy Fox so they can get another season of Firefly. Everybody loved Firefly. Firefly only lasted one season. And Musk wrote back, some sci-fi that actually features sci-fi would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are a lot of things that he could buy. And, then there's all the fucking bleeding hearts online that said, all the good that he could have done with that $44 billion, like for the homeless and
Hate
the
people like
feeding the poor and,
It's none of your fucking business.
yeah, fuck off. You go feed the poor.
Yeah.
You got an extra bedroom. Why don't you take one of the homeless people from downtown in? See how that goes. Anyway, another Twitter user wrote, Elon Musk should buy the History Channel and make it about history again. I think there's a lot of crap on there nowadays, right? It's not all history.
I watch it every once
Isn't
in a
Cops
while.
on there?
No. Cops is on Fox News now, right? Because they bought it. Because remember, it was on another local cable network, and during the whole cop thing, they stopped airing it.
Oh, they took it off because after, cops were all of a sudden bad
So now
guys.
I think Fox News has it, and I believe they stream it on their Fox Nation.
Their cable, their subscription
service, yeah.
Last week we talked about Alex Trebek's auction, how his wife was selling all his shit so she could move on. And now it's another dead celebrities that are getting an auction. Siegfried and Roy. Finally. I mean, they've been dead for a while.
I bet they got some weird shit.
They got some weird shit. The legendary entertainer's estate here in Vegas included an 18-karat gold tiger head, a leopard pattern Tiffany and Company porcelain tea service. All of this and so much more is going on the block starting on June 8th. So that'll be interesting. Siegfried died back in January of 2021, just 8 months after Roy died of COVID. He died of COVID in May of 2020.
Yeah.
And of course, he was the one that was bit by the tiger that ended their career. But he made a recovery and then didn't die from that. He died from COVID. Anyway, over 500 items. So if you guys want a leopard printed couch, they got that.
You know, since we live in Las Vegas, if they have like a little painting or something that we could have.
It would be fun.
Is it going to online or you got to go?
I don't know if you have to go, but it's in LA. I don't know why it's
I just assumed it was here.
I know, I assumed it was here too. Siegfried and Roy, if you guys don't know, they were at the Mirage here in Vegas from 1990 until 2003. And luckily, I got a chance to see them perform. And it was pretty iconic.
Yeah.
You know, their magic is kind of silly. And the tiger thing was kind of fun. And they're like over the top, you know, with their capes and their motions and stuff. But it was fun. I'm glad I got to see it before they stopped. Anyway, so if you'd like to own some of their stuff, go to LA and get it. Maybe it'll be online. I'll find out.
Yeah.
I'll find out. It would be fun to own just something of theirs.
I bet there's some online stuff.
I bet, too. Also, just one more Vegas thing this week. Celine Dion did a very impassioned, very sad video on Instagram, and I guess it was on Facebook, too, about how she's canceling the rest of 2020, too. Yeah. She's pushing her European tour that was supposed to happen in like 2019. She's now pushing it to 2023. And she was also supposed to be here at Resorts World doing a new residency in the new casino resort that we have here where...
They're going through it, man. Did somebody else cancel? Was it Brittany?
Well, Brittany canceled on MGM.
Okay.
She was supposed to be at Park MGM.
Maybe it's another Resorts World thing.
Yeah. Well, Resorts World has not Blake Shelton.
Yeah.
Katy Perry and the other guy from American Idol. The other country guy.
Oh. Yeah. I can't think of his name.
They got Carrie Underwood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got a bunch of stuff going on there. But not Celine Dion.
We haven't been. Maybe we should go.
We need to go check it out so we can tell people about it. It's supposed to be cool. But everyone I've talked to who's been there, so it's just kind of, okay. It's another hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just read a huge article about the multi-million dollar renovation that Wynn just did to all their rooms.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that they did. Well, I know that they're building a new show theater after they close Le Rev. So
I believe the renovations were only to their premium experience rooms.
That's where we belong.
But it looks nice.
Right.
I don't think anything was done to the casino floor.
It was pretty
nice.
pretty already. Anyway, Celine is having problems with spasms, muscle spasms, and they won't go away. And her doctors don't know what's going on. So that's kind of sad. Of course, she's got all the money in the world, so she'll be fine. But I would love to see her again. And, you know, we've talked about this many times on the show. We want her to do that New Day show, not the second shitty show she did.
Because that wasn't a show. She just sat on a stool.
She's just sat on a stool and sang her songs much slower than she should have.
And then made
medleys of all our favorite songs.
Of all the favorite songs. So you didn't even get to hear the whole song.
Sing the whole fucking song.
Right.
Do the show that we love so much. Thank God we have that on DVD.
On DVD, because it's actually a really great concert.
I'll put it on any day.
It's really great.
Any day. A new day. I'll put it on a new day.
Yeah.
It's so good. All right. We like to talk about brands and silly things that brands do. One of the fun things that Mountain Dew did last year, I think we talked about it on the show. They came out with the Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew.
Ugh.
And it's crazy. It's literally a mix of Mountain Dew and Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
That sounds awful.
Mountain Dew already is awful. And you're going to add Flamin' Hot Cheetos to it?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. I haven't had a Mountain Dew in ages.
When introduced last year, it sold out in less than an hour. And they only offered it online. Now, Mountain Dew Flamin' Hot will be available nationwide at all major retailers and convenience store locations in 20-ounce bottles and 12-ounce cans.
Wow.
So everyone can buy it. It's going to be
Everybody can get one.
everywhere. And I just don't understand why they think this is going to be. Yes, I'm sure the crazy retards that bought it in less than an hour because you only made a certain,
Right. And I think that's the direction they should go again if they wanted to drum up news. But making 1 billion cans of this shit to give to every single convenience store across the United States, Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew, is too much.
It's too disgusting. I mean, it's gross. Anyway,
What are you gonna do?
I'm not going to buy it. That's for damn sure.
No, I don't want anything to do with it.
No. I bet Marcy will buy it. Hey, life is a drag. And, we do have some really good friends that are drag queens. And I love them to death. And they know who they are. But it's a little overkill now because it's everywhere.
Well, maybe you say that because
That's all.
living in DC, that's all we did for a very, very long time.
But every bar, every
now-
venue, but now it's everywhere. Now it's
We're
not
over it.
It's not just gay bars, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
And I blame RuPaul for it because she put out that fucking RuPaul's Drag Race and now everyone loves it. Well, anyway, guess who else is getting into the drag brunch game? Taco Bell. Taco Bell Cantina in select cities around the country are going to start Taco Bell Drag Brunch. A one-of-a-kind experience coming to Taco Bell cantinas near you.
Is this one getting it?
Yes, they're doing it at the Vegas one. Each show will be hosted by a fabulous drag performer and taco extraordinaire Quesadilla, and will feature performances from local queens and kings. And they're gonna, dance around the fucking Taco Bell while people are eating breakfast burritos.
I don't know if they do it in the morning.
It's brunch. And it says they have craveable breakfast menu items, thrilling lip syncs, and extraordinary high kicks.
Well, it's whatever gets people into the store.
It also says that there can be captivating visual backdrops. The captivating visual backdrops are going to be the 16-year-olds behind the counter slinging tacos. I mean, of all the places you could go, and there is nothing like drag brunch. It can be fun. And we actually have some friends that we hung out with last week who've never been to a drag show.
Yeah,
they asked us to take them.
The problem with it now is that it's become so popular that drag brunches have become, they're too packed, crowded. It's uncomfortable, and I absolutely hate it just because of the amount of people.
Okay, but there is one that we might consider checking out because I've wanted to go for a while. Senor Frogs down at the Treasure Island.
Yeah.
They have an all-you-can-drink, all-you-can-eat drag show brunch on the weekends where you get like assigned seats.
I haven't been in Treasure Island in a long time.
All you can drink, all you can eat, and drag queens? What could be better than that?
Hey, a taco with a beer.
Yeah, well, we'll do that on Thursday.
I've never been in there. I'd like to go once. I'm not a huge fan of Taco Bell, but I would go just so I could get an alcoholic beverage from a Taco Bell.
If you guys don't know, Taco Bell Cantina has a bar in it. So you can get margaritas and burritos and then go home and shit it all out. A lot cheaper than the expensive restaurants we were talking about last week.
Oh, God.
Lady Gaga has a new song out today. I haven't heard it yet because we taped this show yesterday. But it's called Hold My Hand, and she wrote it for the new Top Gun Mavericks movie that's coming out this summer. I've heard like 5 seconds of it because that's all they've put out so far.
Tom Cruise going to be in this?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Lady Gaga posted a photo of her and her good friend Tom Cruise backstage at her Vegas residency yesterday. And she got tons and tons of shit for it, for hanging out with a dangerous Scientologist.
Oh, fuck off, people. Let her hang out with whoever the hell she wants to hang out
Listen,
with.
she's getting paid a shitload to write a song
Right.
for what arguably might be one of the biggest blockbusters of the summer. Supposedly the aerobatics and the flights and stuff with the is it Navy pilots? Yeah, they were Navy, right?
Yeah.
In Top Gun. I mean, it's all real, and Tom Cruise actually learned how to fly those friggin' airplanes. So
He just annoys me.
he does annoy me, but I'll probably see this movie.
I won't just because he's in it.
I love Top Gun, and I love Lady Gaga. I don't love Tom Cruise, but what are you gonna do? Little Walking Dead news. You guys don't care, but we do, or I do. Melissa McBride, who has played Carol on The Walking Dead for the past 15 years, is not going to be a part of the Daryl and Carol spinoff that was planned and already announced, and she already agreed to do. Because when she agreed to do it, she didn't know they would be shooting it in Europe instead of Georgia.
Yeah. Why would they change that, though?
I don't know. Anyway,
Like, how would they? Are they going to say they're in Europe? Like, how do they
but
get?
I don't know. Why do they need to go to Europe? What's wrong with the woods of Georgia, which is where they've been doing it for the last
Right.
almost seems like 40 years.
Because, I mean, it's certainly going to look different, right? And then how do you explain how they got there?
I assume there's a reason. Yeah, how would you get to Europe? Well, maybe they're not going to be in Europe. Maybe they're just using something in Europe to make it look like something else here. I don't know. Anyway, she just said, "I'm tired of this. I'm tired. I've been doing this forever, and I'm not going to Europe. I don't want to go to Europe. I want to stay here and live in my own house." And she doesn't need to. She's probably well off. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, super fans were really losing their shit and blaming it on Norman Reedus. Like it was his fault that she wasn't going to be involved in this new show. And it got so bad that Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who plays Negan, got online and said, "People, chill the fuck out. This had nothing to do with Norman. He had nothing to do with this." Anyway, people, super fans are very vocal. And it's only the people who really, really care that even bother commenting on shit like this, right?
Right, but they're also the worst people.
They're the worst people.
Who gives a shit?
It's a TV show, right? It's not the end of the world.
Right.
In other entertainment news, James Corden has announced that next season will be his last at CBS's Late Late Show. And man, I read the comments because I wanted to see what people thought about this news. And I would say that a good 90% of the comments were like, "Good riddance. Why can't you leave now?" People really don't like him. They love carpool karaoke, however, which I also love. I mean, he's done some amazing ones with everybody.
Yeah, and ever since Apple kind of took it over, it's not been the same.
Right. But he did it with Madonna. He did it with Adele. He did it with he's done it with everyone. Celine Dion did it with him, and they're great.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I could take him or leave him. I don't watch his show because it's on. Who watches a show that starts at 12:30 at night?
I don't watch any late night television.
No, me either. I mean, never. Anyway, the reason I don't like him is because I've heard so many times, just like Ellen and just like Will Ferrell, supposedly he is nasty and mean and horrible, horrible person behind the scenes.
What?
That's what I've heard. Will Ferrell's supposed to be horrible, nasty. Ellen is supposed to be horrible, nasty. And so is James Corden. Anyway. And all the comments from British people, pleaded with America, "Please keep him. Please keep him. Don't let him come back here."
I don't think he's going back. I think his bread and butter is all here.
Well, they keep sticking him in movies because he can sing. And
He
they
can sing.
They put him in Into the Woods, and he was in Cats, and he's been in a bunch of things.
He's a huge Broadway fan.
Yeah, and I find him I just find him annoying in general. So I like, he's no Jimmy Kimmel, who I think is probably the best on late night right now. Can't stand Fallon. Why do I hate that guy so much?
Don't know.
Jimmy Fallon. Sometimes he says something funny, but otherwise he irks me. I don't know why. So Jimmy and James, they got to go away. Bring back Conan. Don't we like Conan?
I did like Conan. I thought it was funny.
David
His skits were funny.
Letterman. He was good. What about Johnny Carson? Where is he? What's he doing now? Is he still working?
Dead.
He's been dead for 20 years. I don't know if I want to do this next segment. But yeah,
We got to eat because we need to get started on the Ozark.
I know. Well,
I'm already starting to see fucking articles.
I know. We were supposed to talk about that in a later segment, but you ruined it. No, that's true. You have to, if you want to watch a Netflix show, you better watch it fucking quick before it's ruined for you online. Yeah, we could. I'm not going to do my rant. I was going to rant about kids today, but nobody wants that. All right?
No.
Kids do suck. I'm going to play this. I don't know if we're going to play it every week. Dale, but I'm going to play it right now.
It's the Binge Bum Podcast. Whoa, it's time to talk about our favorite shows from all the streaming networks all across the globe, from Netflix to Hulu to Disney Plus and HBO. Get ready for fun and lots of show reviews. It's Binge Bum coming to you.
Yeah, we're not going to play that every week. It's long.
I told you.
And it's not the Binge Bum podcast, but it's the
not.
Binge Bum part of the show.
Right.
Anyway.
Well, you know what? I still have contact information for. I mean, they're a great. It's two guys who put that together. So if we
who
wanted
created it for you.
right? So
Yeah.
if we wanted maybe to, as we go forward, wanted to change something, I can reach back out to them. We get a little something different.
Yeah, maybe they could use the same. I don't want them to change the tune.
I
or
love the
anything, but
music, and it's just like the word podcast needs to come out, and it needs to be like 10 seconds long instead of 30.
I'm amazed with you because you're so good at reading my mind, because I was going to say 10 seconds. So, yeah, perfect. That would be
No.
perfect. Anyway, Netflix, that 90s show is coming. We've heard about this for a while, and we finally know a little bit more information about it. So you guys remember that 70s show? It was on, 15 years ago, maybe a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
And it gave us some of our biggest stars today, like Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher. Can I talk? No, I can't. Anyway, all these people are doing other shows. We've seen them in everything, right? All the people who were originally on that 70s show, they're all still working, and they're great. But now they're coming back 20 years later. They're calling it the 90s show, and it's going to be focused around a new set of kids. It's going to be focusing on Leah and Eric, who are the daughter and son of... No. It's going to focus on Leah, who's the daughter of Eric and Donna.
Donna, right.
Played by Topher Grace and who played Donna? Laura Prepon.
Prepon.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're going to be visiting their grandparents for the summer. And of course, the grandparents are played by Kurtwood Smith and Deborah Jo Rupp, who played the mom and dad of Eric in the original series.
Think she was not alive anymore? Because that's actually great. They were the best parts of that whole show.
They're both still around. So that's going to be great. But here is the new news. So one, this is going to be on Netflix instead of regular broadcast television. So it'll probably be a little racier, right?
Yeah.
But everyone who was on the show has agreed to come back. So Mila Kunis is coming back. Ashton Kutcher is coming back. Laura Prepon is coming back. Wilmer Valdemaris is coming back. They're all doing other stuff, but they're going to do...
It's Wilmer Valderrama as Fez.
Right. You expect me to read the thing that I wrote and understand it?
Oh, my God.
Anyway, they're all coming back. So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to this. And here's the tagline. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll never dies. It just changes clothes.
It's really cool.
Isn't that perfect?
Perfect.
Perfect. It's coming to Netflix sometime this year. Also, I'm excited about this one because it's going to take place here in Las Vegas. Also coming to Netflix, it's a new action comedy called Obliterated. It's going to be a high-octane action comedy that tells the story of an elite special forces team that thwarts a deadly threat to Las Vegas.
Hey.
Yeah. Not fun. So there's going to be a bomb that they have to deal with, I think. So that's going to be fun, right? I like things that take place in Las Vegas.
It's fun, but it's not going to be filmed here.
Hacks takes place in Las Vegas, so that's fun too. Yeah, there's so many great shows. How do you know it's not going to be filmed here?
I don't know. I just doubt it because they're going to use the casino. You're not going to be able to go to a casino to record shit.
Charlie doesn't like that. He's barking about it. Anyway, TBS previously ordered the series back in 2019, but the deal fell apart. It's now being created by the trio behind Cobra Kai, which is another Netflix show, right? Cobra Kai on Netflix? And will go into production this summer. Cobra Kai is Netflix.
Yeah, it's actually been pretty big for them.
Yeah.
Been really popular.
So it's the
I
same
have not
guys.
seen it.
Yeah. So that's coming. We'll probably get that, I don't know, winter or early 2023. Was that funny?
I don't know.
Oh. Also, the last piece of Netflix news, we talked about this a little bit on Binge Bum. Iron Chef Quest for an Iron Legend is coming back, the cooking competition show. They just announced the premiere date, June 15th, and also announced that Alton Brown will come back as a host. They're changing it up a little bit. There's going to be more team competitions and not just one chef against another.
Right.
But it's still going to be super serious. It's not going to be as dumb and gimmicky as like Top Chef on Bravo.
Yeah, because I'm not a fan of those. I mean, you give me a Gordon Ramsay any day.
Yeah.
I'll watch anything he puts on TV.
I just want you to make good food and don't say, oh, you have to make dessert with pickles.
Right.
It's just so fucking stupid.
I hate that bullshit.
Stop that bullshit.
Or an ingredient that no one has ever heard before
Yeah.
unless you're some...
ridiculous, stupid person.
Right.
It's just like the design shows on HGTV where they say, you have $5,000 to make over this whole house. And it's like, I don't want to watch that show. I don't want to watch that show because it's going to be paper. It's going to be construction paper and staples.
Because I want you to give them like $500,000 to do a bedroom.
Right.
And I want to see what comes out of
Why
it.
can't we do the expensive show? Like, one of my favorite shows on HGTV is Love It or List It. I love David and Hillary. I love that show. But when I hear the budget, they're like, oh, yeah, we have $60,000 to redo the entire fucking house. And I'm like, next. Because you're going to get shit for that.
Right. Just like that stupid lottery show, My Lottery Dream Home. And I watched that and they're like, oh, well, this person won, $200,000. Well, what is your budget for a new home? It's $85,000. I'm not watching
I don't
that.
want to watch that show.
That's boring to me.
I'm sure it's very exciting for them.
Yes.
And I'm so happy you won. And
Yes.
you're going to get your trailer. But no, I don't want to watch that show. And it's not that I'm like stuck up.
It's not exciting to
It's
watch
no
on
fun
television.
to watch cheap shit.
No.
Right. It's like sitting and coach. I'm not interested in that.
No.
Anyway, I will watch Iron Chef because I've always loved Iron Chef. Peacock. Let's talk about Peacock because this is interesting because it's something that I didn't really want to watch and I watched a little bit and I was totally turned off. But Bel Air, the dramatic retelling of the Fresh Prince of Bel Air show that was made for Peacock, is the most streamed original series to date on Peacock.
I did read that today. I was a little surprised.
Yeah. They said over 8 million accounts to date have watched it.
Holy crap.
Yeah. And they did premiere the first 3 episodes on Super Bowl Sunday last year. And, or this year. I guess it was this year.
Yeah, this year.
And, yeah, it's May now. It's gonna be May. Anyway, so there's gonna be a season 2. Season 2 will be coming in 2023. So if you guys like Bel Air, you're getting more of it.
There you go.
And then at the end of the show, we like to talk about what we're watching. And Dale hinted at it a little bit. We're watching Ozark. And because of different things going on in our lives, we have only watched 1 episode so far, even though it came out on Friday. Most of our friends, I know for a fact,
I've already watched the whole thing.
have already watched all 8 episodes. But we're not like that. So we have to be very careful. I can't read Entertainment Weekly.
No.
I can't look at Facebook.
Entertainment Weekly, Variety, Vulture,
They all ruin it.
all ruin
They
it.
love
They
to
all
ruin shit.
ruin it.
Yeah.
So I had to go on my news feed and say, just don't show me their shit anymore.
Here's the problem, though, and you and I were just talking about this yesterday. I said I like the model because we're also watching The Flight Attendant Season 2 on HBO Max, which we're really enjoying.
Well, I'm going to tell you a
guess
little
what?
something about the flight attendant.
But can I just say it only comes out once a week?
Right.
That I love because
I
it
actually
gives us
enjoy
something
that.
to look forward to, and it doesn't get ruined.
And you
for
don't feel
us.
pressured to watch the whole thing in one sitting.
Exactly.
But here's the thing. I am very much enjoying the second season of The Flight Attendant. But I will say, if there is a third season, I'm going to feel exhausted.
Yeah.
It's the whole dream sequence. I'm to the point I'm having enough of it.
It's not. Yeah. It's not really dream sequence. It's kind of just like inside her head.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and I'm looking forward to Sharon
If
Stone.
it didn't
coming
have
on.
those moments, the show was fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's a great show to watch. Those moments ruin it for me.
All right. Well, what we're going to be talking about soon is Hacks. Hacks is coming season 2. Coming to HBO Max May 12th, and Obi-Wan on Disney Plus is coming May 27th. So those are 2 series we're looking forward to this month. So excited about that.
What?
All right, Dale, go get your Mother's Day gift in the mail. I'll talk to you later. We're not going to get the COVID. I don't even think it's real. It's just made up. Just to fuck with us.